Visiting a museum is one of my favourite things to do. Whenever I visit a new town, city or country, I make an effort to get to one. Not only is it a look at history, it gives you an idea of what is important to the people of the area. We're very lucky to have one of the best museums in the world right here in Melbourne. And as a student, I get in for free. Over the course of this video, I will hopefully demonstrate the new levels of digital and sensory interactivity the Melbourne Museum has created. Also, I will endeavour to recreate one of my favourite interactive installations from a museum in Seattle. It could be argued that natural history museums are just full of dead, stuffed things. Why would we want to visit a lifeless zoo? To a certain extent, a stuffed animal is interesting. Personally speaking, looking into the lifeless glass eyes is a little distressing. Black argues, museums must either grasp the opportunities offered by our changing society or lose relevance within a generation. Luckily, the curators of the Melbourne Museum have made the exhibition into an interactive playground. Video and audio references are literally at your fingertips with state-of-the-art touchscreens, essentially supersized iPads with infrared augmented reality potential. This child here is haphazardly spinning the contraption around the room, not realising the digital phenomena taking place. He is aimed at a peacock and is now exposed to an impressive amount of information about the animal. This leads us to our favourite part of the museum, dinosaurs. By the amount of children running around screaming, it's obvious I'm not the only fan. Dinosaurs in their own right are awe-inspiring and don't really need additional interactivity. However, the touchscreens and audiovisual displays are more of a cherry on top for a great exhibition. As there are limited displays and booths, Heath and Von Lehm describe the gathering around as making the next in line a partial witness. And as you are viewing this footage from the standpoint of a partial witness, this makes you a partial witness. This is similar to the earlier footage of the child aimlessly spinning the touchscreen around the animal room. As slightly frustrating as the situation was, this enticed a feeling of anticipation, of wanting to have a go. This type of interaction is lost solely on a digital platform, due to the instant gratification online interaction allows. On a holiday to Seattle a few years ago, I went to a music museum which had exhibits on Nirvana and Jimi Hendrix. At the end of the exhibit, there was a hall of booths, each set up with a guitar, a digital Axe-FX amp simulator, and a 3-button touchscreen, which altered the sound from clean to distorted to an effect. These haptic stimuli, along with the guitar audio and screen vision, produces a multisensory convergence. Lacey and Sathian contends these types of installations may lead to more elaborative processing, thus enabling better understanding and improved recall of the museum experience and its intellectual content. My installation recreation also demonstrated a bridging of the gap between digital and non-digital, or as Heath and Von Lehm described, low-tech installations. The low-tech installations are some of my favourite parts of the museum. The simple everyday acts of pushing and pulling, twisting and turning produce a physical stimulation completely missing from a digital interaction board or screen. Most likely due to my hyperactive imagination, opening a cupboard in a human body exhibit made me a little wary. It's just an anal probe. Digital technology is amazing. We use it every day. It's one of the most important things in our lives. It controls everything, or we control it to control everything. But relating back to history and museums, we still need these places to go to. just for humans, societal need to go out and be with one another, to go out and learn about things, especially with places like the Melbourne Museum, which is just one of the best museums on the planet. It's fully immersive. You get in there and you get involved. You can't get that from a computer screen. Sure, I could look at 100 different dinosaurs on here, and that's interesting. I find information, but actually going down there and seeing bones, like those things were massive. It's that you just can't get that out of a computer. I wish you could, but to get down there is just it's just excellent, and you get to go out for a day and do something. I sat and looked at something on my computer. So, went to the museum. Oh, that's cool. What happened there? What exhibit do they have now? These are all good things. And as long as they keep up with how society's changing, those things aren't going to go, as museums aren't going to go away anytime soon. And basically, I love them. Thanks.